Stop it, you little cunt. I identify as a woman. Bitch. 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 Stop it, you little cunt. I identify as a woman.
So I got a question. So, all right. I know that you switched over to Christianity. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, like, what made you want to do that? What time frame did you do that?
So I'd always, as a guilty bouncer, when I'm doing degenerate shit with whores and shit and drugs, I'd always have this recovery phase where I just watch religious debates because I can't learn from a fucking pastor or a priest. I have to watch two people one dude calling the Muslim a goat fucker and the other dude calling the white. You know, I need to watch a spicy thing to learn.
Yeah.
And so I'd watch a lot of Speaker's Corner, and I was never like that religious, but always on God, God, God. And then, when I started like just watching the Christian channels,
Right.
I said, let's try a prayer. When the prayer worked, I got 500,000 views overnight. They kicked me off the show, and I'm like, I blew it. I didn't know I went viral. And the lobby they kicked me to is a different Discord. And it started filling up 1, 2, 3 of people laughing.
Yeah.
100 people filled in,
Wow.
in tears laughing, saying, Zherka, you're the greatest. So to me, I didn't even know what Discord is. I don't know what Twitch is. Like, I don't know any of that shit. I was like, who the fuck are all these voices in my head, right? And I start panicking, and I'm like, holy shit, the prayer worked. I think I'm going viral. And then I look at my Instagram, and I'm actually going viral, and everyone's rooting for me. And then they mass report it. And then I go, I'm never asking God for anything again because I feel guilty now. Because it's not like I made money going viral or anything, but I know if you give me a step in that door, I'll take over that bitch. I know who I am, right? And if I don't, do another line. I'll take over that bitch. It's a joke. But yo, check this out. Then I left it alone. And then my prayer is only for my family being healthy for years. But it's still a calling. When I started doing research, because I'm a big conspiracy guy or truther, right? I don't like saying that word, but I started doing research and I found out this whole society, it all changed during the 1960s sexual revolution. And you know the peace sign?
Yes.
It's just a cross upside down and snapped.
Jesus.
And then I'm like, okay, what the fuck?
Shit,
the first book ever was the Bible, and it changed everything. I started researching into the Enlightenment, and I'm like, why don't we have Da Vinci's? Like, fuck Jordan Peterson. Why don't we have geniuses like Da Vinci's and stuff? And those guys were like kind of secular atheists, gay homosexuals, but where did they grow up?
Yeah.
They grew up in the peak of Christianity.
Right.
The most geniuses of all time. And I'm like, whoa, so if we grew up in that kind of Catholic theocracy,
right,
we would have way more geniuses and not just like Alex Jones and Jordan Peterson.
Right.
So it's, still not convinced.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. I'm like, I don't fucking Jewish guy. I didn't get this whole thing. Then I go down because no conspiracy channel wants to read these really thick, hard to read books. Freemasonry monitors, books, illegal books that were not supposed to come out.
Right.
And so I look at who controls the Federal Reserve and the Treasury. Like we print money and all that, and they're all Freemasons. And I find out that every single president, they never went to church. They always went to a different temple, a lodge, a Freemasonic lodge. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I mean, it's just an atheist club. And I look into it, and really, at the 33rd degree, or 30th to 33rd, they believe in Lucifer, but they don't deny God. Imagine being the bad guys. I thought the bad guys say God doesn't exist. I'll just rape a child. Or sorry.
You good.
You know what I mean?
God damn it. I hope you didn't catch that.
Epstein shit. Sorry about that. I really.
There you go. You good, brother.
I always thought the bad guys just don't believe in God. When I found out they believe in God, but their sins outweigh it and they know they're fucked, that's why they're double downing. I'm like, what the fuck? And I could never do this dinosaurs and evolution shit because I'd watch all these guys get debunked, and then their channels would get banned when they debunk scientists and shit. And I found out 90% of science is bought by Kellogg's, corporations and shit like that.